Have you ever found yourself scratching the same spot over and over, wondering why it just won't go away? Maybe it's your back, your scalp, or even your legs. And it's not just dry skin from the weather. It's something deeper. Something that seems small, but nags at you day after day. When we're over 60, every little signal our body sends matters more than ever. That annoying itch you keep ignoring? It might be more than a skin issue. It could be your body trying to tell you something important, and if we pay attention now, we might avoid a bigger problem later. Our skin is our largest organ, and sometimes it whispers before it screams. The itch you feel could be a sign of what's happening inside, not just outside. In this video, we're going to talk about 4 surprising itchy spots on your body that could be warning signs of serious health issues, and how recognizing them early might actually help you live longer and healthier. Let's start with the most common place people brush off: your lower legs. If you've noticed dry, itchy skin on your shins or calves, especially during the night, it might not just be seasonal dryness or poor lotion habits. Persistent itching in this area can be a sign of poor circulation. As we age, our veins may become less efficient, and blood doesn't flow as easily to the extremities. That means less oxygen, less nourishment, and more irritation. In some cases, this kind of itching can signal the early stages of peripheral artery disease, or PID. That's when narrowed arteries reduce blood flow to the limbs, and it can be serious if left untreated. Now, before you panic, there are things you can do. Elevating your legs during rest, walking regularly to encourage blood flow, and talking to your doctor about a simple blood pressure test in your legs can all help. Moisturizers are helpful too, but they won't fix the root issue if it's deeper than the skin. The goal isn't to worry, it's to pay attention and take action early. Now let's talk about a spot most people never think to connect to anything serious: your back. That's right, that unreachable itch right between the shoulder blades. If it's a frequent unexplained itch that sticks around even after moisturizing, it might be a red flag. Some doctors refer to this as bra strap itch or middle back itch, but it has a medical name: notalgia paresthetica. While the name sounds fancy, it's actually a nerve issue, not a skin one. Tiny nerves that come out of your spine and travel around your ribs can get compressed or irritated with age, especially if you've had posture changes, spinal degeneration, or arthritis. The result? That itching sensation that doesn't go away, no matter how much you scratch. But here's the thing. It can also point to spinal issues that affect your balance, coordination, and mobility down the line. And if you're in your 60s or beyond, these are not issues you want to ignore. Gentle stretching, core strengthening exercises, and seeing a chiropractor or physical therapist could bring relief and help you stay upright and independent longer. It's easy to dismiss these little annoyances. After all, we've all lived through a lot, and what's a little itching, right? But sometimes these little signs are the body's way of whispering for help before it starts shouting. And while we've just begun to look at a couple of the common spots that can hold hidden meaning, there are others you might not expect that are just as important to understand. So we've talked about the legs and the back, but what if the itch is somewhere even more personal? Let's talk about the scalp. A persistently itchy scalp can be frustrating. You wash your hair, you change your shampoo, you try oils, but nothing seems to work. While dry skin or dandruff are common culprits, an itchy scalp after 60 can sometimes be a signal of something deeper going on inside the body. One potential cause is liver health. That's right, your liver. When the liver isn't functioning properly, it can lead to a buildup of bile salts in the bloodstream. This buildup often causes itching, and for many people, it begins on the scalp. It doesn't always come with a rash or visible irritation, just an urge to scratch. The liver plays a vital role in filtering toxins from your blood, and when it slows down or becomes stressed due to fatty liver disease, medications, or aging, the skin can react in subtle but important ways. If your scalp itch persists, even when your hair and skin feel otherwise healthy, it's worth checking in with your doctor. Simple blood tests can give you a snapshot of your liver function, and if needed, small lifestyle changes like reducing alcohol, improving your diet, and staying hydrated can ease the burden on your liver. and, in turn, ease that mysterious itching. Now, let's move on to another overlooked area, the chest, particularly around the breastbone or upper chest area. If you're feeling a prickly, persistent itch here, especially when there's no rash or allergy in sight, it could be a sign of nerve irritation or even a heart-related issue. It's a strange connection, but in some people, especially women, the skin and nerves around the chest may react subtly to changes in cardiovascular health. In fact, there are rare but documented cases where chronic chest itching has appeared in people with heart conditions, especially when paired with fatigue or shortness of breath. It's not about jumping to worst-case scenarios, but being curious and cautious about what your body is telling you. If that itchy spot feels new, strange, or persistent, and especially if it comes with other subtle symptoms, don't brush it off. It might be your heart asking for a little more attention. So what can you do? For starters, keep track of when the itching happens. Does it flare up after activity? Is it worse at night? Does it come with any chest pressure or discomfort, even mild? Writing it down might help you notice patterns that you hadn't seen before and can be incredibly helpful for your doctor. And remember, walking, breathing exercises, and heart-healthy foods like leafy greens and berries are not just good habits. They're part of your body's defense system. All of these spots, your legs, your back, your scalp, your chest, might seem unrelated at first. But every inch of your body is connected, and the older we get, the more every signal counts. The more we tune in instead of tuning out, the better chance we have to catch small issues before they become big ones. There's one more spot that often surprises people. It doesn't get much attention, but it should. Because when this one starts itching, it's sometimes the most serious of all. Now let's talk about the one spot most people never associate with serious health issues: the palms of your hands. It seems like such a small thing, right? Maybe your hands feel dry, a little irritated, maybe a bit red after gardening, cooking, or just going about your day. But if you notice a persistent itch on your palms, especially when there's no rash or visible cause, it's worth paying attention to. In people over 60, itchy palms can sometimes be a warning sign of a more serious issue involving the gallbladder or liver. You see, when the bile ducts are blocked or inflamed, whether due to gallstones, fatty liver, or other conditions, bile can build up in the bloodstream. That buildup often leads to itching. And for some reason, we're still learning more about the palms and soles are some of the first places it shows up. It can even be one of the early signs of a condition called cholestasis, where the flow of bile from the liver slows down or stops. If left unchecked, this can affect digestion, nutrient absorption, and even your risk for liver damage. So if your palms feel itchy frequently, especially at night, and nothing seems to soothe it, it might be time to look beneath the surface. But remember, this isn't about fear, it's about awareness. The earlier we catch changes in liver or gallbladder function, the more choices we have. Sometimes it's as simple as adjusting your diet, cutting back on greasy or fried foods, eating more fiber, and drinking plenty of water. Other times, your doctor may recommend imaging or blood tests to get a clearer picture of what's going on. Either way, you're not powerless. You're informed, and that changes everything. So let's take a moment and think about what we've talked about. Itching might seem like a small thing, a nuisance, but it can also be a whisper from within, a signal that your body is asking for a little more care. From your legs and circulation, to your spine and nerves, to your liver and heart, and even your gallbladder, each spot tells a story. And the better we listen, the better we live. You don't need to panic. You don't need to rush into 1,000 tests. You just need to start paying closer attention and not brushing off the little things. They matter. You matter. At this stage of life, it's not about chasing perfection. It's about tuning into your body's rhythm, respecting its wisdom, and making choices that help you feel your best. Not just for today, but for the years ahead. Because living longer isn't just about adding time, it's about adding quality to the time you already have. So if you've noticed one of these itchy spots showing up in your life lately, don't ignore it. Be curious. Be kind to your body. Talk to your doctor. Make a few simple changes. You might be surprised how big of a difference it makes. And if this video helped you feel more connected to your health, I invite you to share your experience in the comments below. Your story might help someone else. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a message that could change your life. Here's to living strong, staying sharp, and listening closely to the body that's carried you this far. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to feel alive every single day.